Chapter 9. By Saturday evening, Molly was up and about. Although she felt better than before, she missed Rocky. All through evening assembly, as the other children whispered excitedly about his adoption, Molly felt sad. She missed him, his black shiny hair with its tight curls, his smooth black skin, his soft dark eyes. She missed his patchy jeans, which every week had new holes in them, and his hands that were more often than not covered with doodles. But most of all, she missed his reassuring smile. Miss Adderstone's announcement shook Molly out of her misery. Tomorrow is the Blyersville Children's Talent Competition. I believe some of you will be entering. You will walk down from school to the town guild hall to arrive at the competition by 1 o'clock. The prize money is, as you know, a ridiculous £3,000, and if any of you win, you are expected to donate your winnings to the orphanage funds. Is that clear? Yes, Miss Adderstone. After supper, we will be having a dress rehearsal. Miss Adderstone looked at Hazel and smiled her false teeth smile. Then her smile left her face. Molly Moon, I see you are well again. You will sit at a solitary table at supper, as I cannot have other children catching what you had. Yes, Miss Adderstone. Molly followed the others through the dining room. Nobody talked to her, but she didn't care. Inside, the different-sized tables were laid with napkins and candles, and Edna was standing triumphantly beside a large pot of steaming spaghetti with peas and green vegetables in it. It smelled wonderful. Spaghetti primavera, Edna declared dramatically, just like my mama make. And holding up a loaf of oily bread with olives in it, she added proudly, and my very own homemade ciabatta bread. The bread had a red, white, and green Italian flag stuck to it. Behind Edna and on the wall was a map of Italy. Have you gone mad, Edna? Asked Adderstone coldly. No, retorted Edna. I happen to have a lot of love in Italy, deep down in my soul. And sometimes it comes out. It's never come out before. There's a first time for everything, said Edna. Well, I hope you've made me my usual food. I don't want any of this Italian muck. Certainly, Miss Adderstone. Unimpressed, Miss Adderstone made her way to her table with a plate of liver and kidney pie, while the children lined up for their own meals. Molly noticed that Edna gave Hazel, Gordon, and Roger special plates of spaghetti. Extra spicy spaghetti. It seemed Edna has remembered all of Molly's instructions. Edna's vegetable spaghetti was fantastic. Molly looked at the small children's faces as they tasted it. Gemma, Jerry, Ruby, and Jinx were gobbling it as if it might be snatched away from them before they finished it. It was, without a doubt, the best thing that Edna had ever cooked, but not for Hazel, Roger, and Gordon. They all gasped and sputtered after a mouthful of their food. Pass me the water, Hazel croaked. Gordon forgot about Hazel being the boss. He filled his glass first and glugged it back. Gordon! Hazel snapped. He poured some water for Hazel, and then Roger snatched the jug. That is horrible, said Hazel, gagging and pointing at her spaghetti. From 4 tables away, Edna's voice said, What did you say? I can't take this character seriously anymore. The Italian accent. Sorry. Edna's food had improved, but Edna had not, and her temper was still as fierce as ever. She came marching over, and the bullies shrank in their seats. What did you bleedin' say about my food, Hazel, bleedin' accuracy? Well, it's too spicy, said Hazel in a wormy voice. She wasn't used to being told off. Spicy? Are you blasted barmy? You're eating spaghetti bleeding primavera. It's Italian. Hazel Ackersley. From the land of olive groves and opera. If you can't taste the finesse and the warmth of the hills in my pasta, if you think the summer sun in my food is too hot, then I'm afraid you are a complete and utter blinking moron, and bog swallow up to you. Hazel looked down at her plate and her eyebrows went up and down. Edna seemed to have gone mad. "It's delicious, Edna," said Molly loudly. Hazel sought her a digger look. Edna smiled appreciatively. "Thank you, Molly," she beamed. "Molly Moon," Miss Adderstone shouted. "However much you like Edna's food, you know it is against orphanage rules to shout. You will come to my office later for a punishment." Then she drank something down her glass of sherry in one gulp and let out a burp. "Perfect," thought Molly, looking at Edna and wondering whether or not she had remembered Molly's other instructions. Molly was staring at Miss Adderstone with a look of outrage. A blush of red was beginning to flush her cheeks, and her face was twisted into angry contortions. "Is there something wrong, Edna?" Miss Adderstone asked crisply. Edna's face grew redder and redder like the center of a molten volcano. Then she exploded. "Wrong! Wrong! Molly Moon just complimented my food, Agnes Adderstone!" Miss Adderstone's mouth opened in astonishment, and a small piece of kidney fell out of it. Never had Edna answered her back or called her by her first name. "She complimented my spaghetti primera, maybe loudly, but I like her compliments a lot. And what's more, I like her. I like her a lot. I like her more than I like Italian cooking, which I like more than anything else in the world. And you told her off." Edna pointed one of the Italian flags at Miss Adderstone and roared, "You are not bleeding well punishing Molly Moon later, over my stinking dead body." Miss Adderstone put her knife and fork down and stood up. "Edna, I think maybe you need a little holiday." "A little holiday? You must be joking. My work's just started. I got a blasted mountain to climb. I've got a whole of Italian cooking to learn." Edna now put the Italian flag to her chest as if squaring an oath, and to everyone's amazement, she stepped onto a chair and then onto a table, "because I am going to become the best Italian chef in the world." Everyone stared. Gordon Boyles couldn't resist looking up her skirt to try and see the legendary tattoo on her thigh. Miss Adderstone walked unsteadily towards the dining room door. "Edna," she said sternly, "I would like to talk to you later." "Are you going to finish your supper?" said Edna from her lofty heights. "No, I found my dinner too spicy." As Miss Adderstone went, Edna said under her breath, "Old cow, she should have tried my spaghetti." And that's the end of the chapter. Oh my god. In this book, they're switching between Edna's Scottish accent and an Italian accent, and it is so fun for me to record. Like, this is the funnest character to voice act right now. It's so, I can't take the book seriously. This is hilarious. Edna, because she likes Italian food, she now gets an Italian accent. They're not even trying. They're just like putting A's at the end of words, like Justa, Macaroni. Oh my god. This is so funny, dude. I love this book. I love it. Oh my god. I love. Oh, this is hilarious. This is honestly so funny. I'm really wondering my family's thinking because I'm being really loud in a Italian and Scottish accent right now. I've told them I'm filming an audiobook, but like, still. My prediction, still same. I think she's gonna win the talent show, get the money, and use the money to go try and find Rocky. And that's my prediction. That's the end of the chapter.